In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use masks in Inkscape. Masking is one of the most powerful techniques in vector design, allowing you to hide parts of an object or group based on the transparency or lightness of a mask object placed on top. This is perfect for creating complex textures, soft fades, and unique artistic effects that standard clipping just cannot handle. If this video helps you master Inkscape, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more design tutorials. All right, let's get started. To begin, we need to set up our canvas. First, place the object you want to be visible, which we will call the target, on your workspace. This could be a photograph, a complex pattern, or a simple shape. Second, place the object you want to use as a mask, the mask shape, directly over the target. It is crucial to understand the rules of masking in Inkscape because they differ from clipping. In masking, color matters. White areas of the mask shape make the target fully visible. Black areas make it completely invisible, and gray areas create varying degrees of semi-transparency. Think of it like a light shining through a stencil. Now, let's apply the mask. Start by selecting both the target object and the mask shape using the selection tool, which you can quickly access by pressing S on your keyboard. With both items selected, go to the top menu and select Object, then hover over Mask and click on Set Mask. Immediately, the original mask shape will disappear from view, and your target object will now only be visible in the areas defined by that mask. If you find that you need to adjust your work, Inkscape makes it easy to edit the mask. Instead of breaking the mask and starting over, you can go to Object, then Mask, and select Edit Mask. This allows you to move the mask nodes or the object itself while seeing the results in real time, giving you total control over the composition. If you ever need to return to the original state, simply select the masked object, go to Object, then Mask, and choose Release Mask. You can also use the shortcut Alt+M. Once released, the mask shape will reappear as a separate object, and your target will return to its original form. It is also important to understand the difference between clipping and masking. Clipping uses only the outline of a shape and is binary, meaning things are either visible or invisible. You can set a clip using Ctrl+M. Masking, however, uses transparency and gradients, allowing for soft edges and fading effects. To create a professional fade to transparent effect, try using a rectangle with a black to white gradient as your mask shape. You can also mask entire groups of objects at once, which is incredibly useful for complex designs where you want to apply a single texture across multiple elements. If the visibility ends up being the opposite of what you intended, Inkscape 1.3 and newer features an invert mask option in the mask menu. Remember your shortcuts: S for selection, Ctrl+Shift+F for the fill and stroke menu to adjust your gradients, and Alt+M to release your masks. That covers everything you need to know about masking in Inkscape. If this video helped, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial.